Hello, and welcome to our Avon District Sales Meeting. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to learn more about Avon fragrances. Today we'll discuss how Avon fragrances and becoming an Avon fragrance expert can impact your business, how to introduce fragrance to your customers, Fragrance 101, how to recommend fragrances your customers will love. And last, we'll study the Avon fragrance portfolio. First, let's discuss how becoming a fragrance expert can impact your business. Here's the facts. Fragrances have been worn for over 4,000 years. Economic downturn spurs demand for fragrance that offer nostalgia and comfort, such as strong floral scents of violet and rose. Luxury fragrance sales continue to show marginal growth in times of economic downturn because fragrances have the ability to enhance moods and emotions. Fragrances generate over $6 billion in sales in the United States alone. With playful, fresh florals, sophisticated woody orientals, and sultry, sensual musks, the Avon fragrance portfolio is tailored to meet these expectations with a wide range and variety of signature scents. Once considered frivolous, fragrances have emerged as a beauty essential and are used to express oneself without saying a word. Fragrances are the finishing touch to any ensemble. Only 17% of American women don't use fragrance. You should feel proud to introduce customers to Avon fragrance, help new customers find a signature scent, and existing customers build a fragrance wardrobe that capture the various ways they want to express themselves. 46% of designer perfumes are priced over $75. That's a lot of opportunity for you with your Avon fragrance price points and our earning opportunity. And we mustn't forget, Avon got its start as California Perfume Company when our founder, David H. McConnell, a traveling book salesperson, began giving fragrance samples to entice customers to buy books. But what he found was that customers were more interested in the fragrances than the books, and he began to mix his own fragrances himself while offering women the opportunity to become sales representatives. Avon would eventually grow to support over 6 million representatives. Next, let's discuss how to introduce fragrance to your customers. Here are some questions to start with. You can ask, what is your favorite fragrance? People love to share their favorites, and based on their choice, you can decide which fragrance in your portfolio to demonstrate. Simply look up the notes in the fragrance and search for those on avon.com to find comparable scents. Another great question is, do you prefer floral, oriental, woody, or fresh fragrances? Tell them it's okay to choose more than one. This is another question that your customer may not have pondered before, but builds their confidence in you. You know your fragrance categories and can lead them to the right fragrance for them. You're the expert. Another great question is, do you use one fragrance or alternate depending on your mood? Everyone would love to alternate fragrances depending on their mood, but some think they can't afford to. This is a great time to show the value in our fragrances versus pricey department and drugstores. If it's a little too pricey, guess what? As an Avon mentor, you can show them how to earn their fragrances for free. Another question is, does your fragrance last all day? That gives you the opportunity to really show off your skills and show your customer how to do fragrance layering. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Now it's time to recommend a fragrance. Let's look at some Fragrance 101 and learn how to recommend fragrances your customers will love. We can't talk about fragrance if we don't discuss the fragrance wheel. Fragrances are grouped into 4 categories: floral, oriental, woody, and fresh. Have you ever noticed how a fragrance changes on your skin throughout the day? It's because of complex top, middle, and base notes. Top notes are the first impression of the scent. It lingers for 5 to 30 minutes. The mid notes are the heart of the fragrance. They take 10 to 30 minutes to develop and determine what the fragrance family is. So you'll want to wait for that fragrance in the mid notes to change and develop before you ask a customer if they like their fragrance. The base or bottom notes are the heaviest in weight and offer depth and staying power to a fragrance. Common base notes include musks, woods, patchouli, and vanilla. And as you can see here on our fragrance wheel, there's some subcategories. These subcategories will help you pinpoint exactly where a certain ingredient or fragrance fits in on the fragrance wheel and what category it would be considered. Now let's look at the Avon fragrance portfolio, keeping into perspective the fragrance wheel. We're going to start at the end of the fresh, leading into floral. So the fragrances on the left here are fresh florals, a combination of fresh and floral. You have the rare pearls, rare amethyst, and rare diamonds, Kyoto flower, and femme. Then we move into more solid florals or fruity florals. We've got the Flor Violetta, the Flor Allegria, and then we move over into our more oriental fragrances with the Sexy Heart, Sexy Pink, and Sexy Lace, Avon Forever, and Amour. Right there in the center is a great example of floral fragrances. One of our latest, the So Very Sophia by Sofia Vergara. It's a great example of floral fragrances and a great demo to have on hand. Now we move into our floral orientals. We've got the Faraway Infinity and Far Away, Avon Today, and we go a little more sultry with Passion, Imari, Imari Seduction, and Instinct for Him and Her. A perfect demo to have on hand and to keep as an example of our floral orientals is the Little Black Dress. It's a modern classic of sparkling Italian lemon oil, elegant jasmine essence, embellished with luxurious sandalwood. Now we move into our Oriental Wood section with Avon Tomorrow, Wild Country, Musk Plus Fire, and we start to get into the woody side with Imari Elixir, Mesmerize Black and Mesmerize, Black Suede, and Black Suede Essential, which has a little bit of a watery, fresh note to it as well. A great example of an Oriental wood would be the Attraction for Him and Her. These really captivate the essence of Oriental woods and are a great demo to have on hand. Now we go into our woody and back into our fresh fragrances. We start with the Faraway Gold, Rare Gold, Avon Alpha, and Haiku. We'll start off our fresh fragrances. We'll go into Musk plus Storm, Musk plus Marine, Exploration, and Black Suede Sport, which are watery, fresh fragrances. A great demo to have on hand for the woody fresh category is Avon Luck. You've got Avon Luck for him. Aromatic fresh mandarin and cool spices blend effortlessly with intoxicating woods. Avon Luck for her. A sparkling citrus and luscious red berries blend with creamy white florals and warm sandalwood. It's going to be a fruitier woody. And Avon Luck La Vie. It's a sophisticated blend of fresh strawberry, lavish lily of the valley, and warm cedarwood. Once you've identified your customer's favorite categories, it'll be easy to recommend a fragrance within that category, especially with these fragrance flashcards. If you send me a private message, I'd be happy to forward you these fragrance flashcards along with notes on each and every fragrance that's featured here. Now I'd love to introduce you to two new fragrances. Let's start with our Mark fragrance, Rebel Luxe. The top note is elegant plum, the mid note is intoxicating rose, and the base note is intense white patchouli. My trivia question is, which group of the groups I just showed would Rebel Luxe belong to? If you send me a private message this week and give me your answer, if it's a correct answer, I'll send you a sample of our latest edition, Avon Prima. The top note of Avon Prima is elegant plum, the mid note is intoxicating rose, and the base note is intense white patchouli. Prima celebrates female strength and resilience as inspired by the grace and beauty of a ballerina, a prima ballerina. I'd like to leave you with some pearls of wisdom and tips to help you along your journey as an Avon fragrance expert. Remember to keep samples from each category with you. Even better if you can have a demo of those 4 products from each category I mentioned, from the florals, the So Very Sophia, from the Oriental, Floral Orientals, Little Black Dress, for the Oriental Woody, Avon Attraction for him and her, and for the Woody Fresh, Avon Luck for him, her, and Avon Luck La Vie. Ask about each customer's preferences before offering a sample or demo. You only have about 3 tries to get your recommendation right before your customer loses interest. Use fragrance blotters or ribbon from the dollar store to demo your scents. You don't want to leave an unwanted scent on your customer or their clothing unless you're sure they're going to like it. Suggest fragrance layering for longer fragrance staying power and to leave a lasting scent impression. With Avon's great prices and our earning opportunity, fragrance layering is attainable for every customer. Show your customer to use fragrances in their warm zones. Instead of on your wrists, Spray the fragrance in the crease of your arm where it stays warm and won't get rinsed off as you wash your hands. Also, the crease on the back of your knees and other warm zones around the body are the best place to have your fragrance have the most lasting power. Double your sales by suggesting gift sets for special occasions, the holidays, or a signature scent for a significant other. Offer free gift wrapping for the holidays. Look now in dollar stores before it gets busy and stock up on your wrapping paper for the holidays. Also, don't forget to promote your beauty services and expert advice with everyone you know, anyone you meet, and on social media. I'd like to hear from you. What's your Avon signature fragrance? Please do send me a message with your comments, questions. You can send me the answer to the trivia question and also request a copy of the fragrance category flashcards. Thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful day.